Hey there everyone, welcome to my digital marketing career blueprint review. And what you're seeing right here is what's on the agenda. I'm first going to give you an introduction so you know that I actually took this course, and this is actually my second time taking it. And we're also, after that, I'm going to show you the dashboard area as you see right here behind this little window. We're going to go through all of these so you know exactly what you're getting into when you invest in Seth's course. Then we're going to talk about the pricing, the pros and cons, and the conclusion at the end, and my recommendation, whether I recommend it or not, if it's a good investment, etc., etc. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so my quick intro to Seth's course is actually through Engineered Truth. I used to follow this guy a lot, and maybe you can relate, but I eventually found a lot of people talking about digital marketing careers, and I was at a point in my life where I needed to switch careers really, because I majored in something that I didn't enjoy, and digital marketing was just one of those things that attracted me. The way my brain thinks, it's a mix of psychology and an analytical mind. So yeah, that's how I found Seth's course through Engineered Truth's YouTube channel. I believe his name's Matt. I haven't watched his channel in a while. That's how I got into it. I eventually took Seth's course, which is this right here, and I landed my first digital marketing career job almost a little bit more than a year ago now, and it's a paid search specialist position. So I'm working with Google Ads and I'm doing SEO. Let's get started with the membership area of Seth's course. We're going to be going section by section here, or as I like to call them, modules. So this is going to be the intro module, in-demand skills. We're going to be looking at the bootstrapping your experience, starting your career, and I'll just give you basically a summary of what you're going to learn in each one of these video lessons or pages. So the overview is quite self-explanatory. Seth's going to give you an overview of what this course is all about. And then Nick here is going to explain the 3 biggest mistakes people make when taking Seth's course. Next up is digital marketing in plain English. So Seth, again, is going to connect the dots of how SEO works, how email marketing works, how social media works, how keywords and PPC and websites and ranking for keywords, all of that is going to be compiled in this video. And next up is one of my favorite lessons that should be really encouraging when you're first starting in here in Seth's course, is the training for a career, not a degree lesson. This is where Seth's going to explain salaries for each one of the main positions you're going to be training for in this course. The first and primary skill you should learn, and what he mainly teaches, is PPC. So Google Ads is one of the most in-demand skills you can have. So as you can see here, there's a PPC specialist, there's a director, account manager, there's different titles. PPC analyst can make anywhere from $57,000 to $129,000 per year in New York, right? And it varies state by state. This is just the average, right? So it's not going to be entry level. Entry level, from what Seth's course says, it starts around 30,000 and upward. That's your starting salary. But then 6 months to 12 months later, you can start applying for the range that you see here. And Seth's gonna explain his story also, and he got started with a lower paying job in the beginning when it comes to digital marketing, and then he improved his way up to over 6 figures in almost less than 2 years, if I recall correctly, or as little as a year plus. So you're actually taking this course to get skills that are in demand by employers who actually need people who know this stuff. And by stuff, I mean digital marketing. They don't teach this in schools. You're not going to learn it from a college degree or anything like that, because this industry moves way too fast for that. And I'll just quickly let you glance at the SEO salaries, and you can do your own research as well, and the social media salaries. All right, so we're in Module 2, In-Demand Skills 101. So here you're going to learn the website, how the website works. That's a fundamental skill you're going to need to learn when you get a digital marketing career, because a lot of employers use WordPress, and that's what you're going to be learning how to use. Next up is the Google Ads, PPC, and SEM training, search engine marketing. So I recommend you pay attention to all the video lessons on this page and rewatch them until you understand. But this is going to give you an overview of how to do Google Ads from a bird's eye perspective. And then later on in a different module, you're going to gain experience on how to create them yourself. Oops. As you can see, there's a lot of videos. And before I exit out of here, I wanted to give you the spreadsheet download, explain what that is. Now, when you're applying to, for example, a Google Ads job and you don't have any experience, but you want to prove that you do, what's going to separate you from somebody else who has maybe like the same knowledge as you is the demonstration of your knowledge. And Seth has a particular strategy with that. He recommends creating a Google Ads account structure spreadsheet. So that's going to demonstrate that you actually know how to set up an account, a Google Ads account, meaning a campaign, a number of many ad groups, a number of keywords, the keyword match types that you would put in those ad groups, the ad copy, any split testing that you're going to be doing, and negative keywords. So this spreadsheet actually is quite valuable because I remember when I was applying to a lot of jobs, I would get a lot of interviews. The reason why is because I hyperlinked my spreadsheet review in my cover letter. So a lot of people or employers really, that catches their attention because it demonstrates for like an entry level position that, okay, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. And you'll learn a lot from not this page only, but there's more pages that or lessons that explain Google Ads, but definitely pay attention to this part, the student spreadsheet reviews, so you know how to build your own and you can demonstrate that to employers. This is a big plus in my eyes when it comes to Seth's course. Definitely download this spreadsheet once you get in here, and you'll be that much more ahead of your competitors who are interviewing for those entry-level positions as well. Okay, next up is the Google Analytics tracking and measuring. So you're going to need to know Google Analytics when it comes to SEO primarily. So Seth's going to be explaining that in this video, in this lesson here. And in the next lesson, number 7, he's going to teach you, like he did with PPC, your SEO skills. And SEO, if you don't already know, is just search engine optimization. It's the process of ranking websites in the first page of Google and as high ranked as possible, preferably in the 1 through 3 positions. And the way you do that is through a combination of best practices of beating or working with, I should say, the Google SEO algorithm. Now, there's a lot of factors when it comes to what ranks your website higher in the search engine. Seth does a good job explaining exactly how to do that in this lesson. Next up is the social media and email module. This is where you're going to learn an overview of social media and email. I will say that Seth's course doesn't focus too much on social media and email. When I say social media, I'm talking about like posting free content on Facebook, Twitter, all these different social profiles. Email marketing, though, he does have a good section here coming up here in the Bootstrapping Your Experience section, which we're about to cover right now. All right, so this section is called Bootstrapping Your Experience, and as you can obviously see here from the screen, it's all about beating the experience paradox. Some people come into this course thinking, oh my god, I need a degree, I need some type of college degree, no one's going to hire me if I don't have a college degree. That's actually not true, because there's been plenty of testimonials from Seth's course of people who got jobs, digital marketing career level jobs, that didn't have a college degree. All they had was the knowledge and practical knowledge from Seth's course. So that's going to be explained here. Next up is the getting certified. So Seth does recommend getting Google Ads and Google Analytics certified. So I would recommend that as well. It's something nice to put on your resume. I did this as well, and I'm not sure if it was as eye-catching as I think it was, but it's definitely a plus to do. Why not? It does not hurt. It doesn't take too long anyway. All right, so lesson 11 is about working with client accounts. This is how you're going to get your feet wet with Google Ads. You're going to network and see if you have any friends or family that have a local business or an online business that can use Google Ads to their advantage. And you're going to offer your services for free. You might even charge a little bit. Who knows? But this is how you start getting good, by actually practicing with people's accounts or even your own. In this lesson page, you're going to see Seth talk to Danielle here, who's one of his clients at the time, and Seth's going to analyze it. He's going to rebuild the account because Danielle unfortunately didn't know the best practices for Google Ads. She just signed up. She knew nothing about digital marketing, or she knew a little bit, but not Google Ads, not the skills that you're going to be learning. That's pretty interesting there and very useful actually. And then Nick, I believe his name is. He's going to give, I actually like this video. He's going to give 5 tips for managing small Google Ads accounts because he actually is a freelancer, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to show you exactly what the clients want to see reported back to them. And number 12 here is generating your own experience. So if you don't have a client that you can work with in their Google Ads account, Seth shows you how to create your own experience here in this lesson. You're going to be setting up your website, your domain, your hosting, some name servers, some of this technical jargon, but they're not too hard at all actually, so you'll get through it. You're going to be installing WordPress, a theme, a header, and a lot more. You're going to be setting up Google Analytics, installing some Google Analytics code onto your site, which is not too bad. Seth holds you by the hand each step of the way. You're going to be generating experience, as you can see here, with analytics, SEO, and PPC. Seth shows you how to generate your own experience so you can demonstrate this to employers in your cover letter and when it comes time to talk about your experience and demonstrate your experience in the interview process. There's also an email marketing section for getting experience in that if you want that. Okay, this is the last section that we're going to cover. It's called Starting Your Career. We're going to skip these other ones because this video one is getting too long, and these are just new alumni videos. This is a new bonus training, by the way, Facebook ads. He goes a lot more in depth with Facebook ads and paid advertising. So it's definitely worth checking out this training. And this section here, once you really hone in on your skills in PPC and SEO, you're going to be able to work on your own with freelancing, remote work, work from home type of stuff. Seth's going to break down exactly how to set up your LinkedIn profile, how to land your first gig with your resume. He's going to actually give you some nice tips here, and in addition to that, he's also going to provide you with a resume template, a cover letter template, some strategy templates. For example, Justin had an SEO strategy template here that he used to get the attention of his first employer. And this is how you do it, guys. Seth has a lot of good strategies from himself and his past students, and believe it or not, they work. So definitely take advantage of these templates once you're in here and just make them your own. Don't just copy it word for word. So as you can see here, there's a lot of content, there's a lot of tips. This one's basically if you want to make your own website portfolio as a resume type of thing, you can do that. There's also how to prepare for a job here by Engineered Truth, and certifications that you can get and list on your LinkedIn profile. All right, this is the job search masterclass. This is going to be a lot of ways basically to try to get out there and land your first interview and then some. And last but not least here is the conclusion. This is where Seth ends his course, but as you know already, there's a lot more these last 3 sections. And these actually do contain a lot of valuable content. I specifically like the new working from home and remotely module. I think you will too. Alright guys, before moving on to the pricing and the pros and cons, I did want to show you the forum. Now this is a forum that you have access to as well when you get Seth's course. And the reason why I think this is so valuable is because there are a lot of good questions in here from past students that took Seth's course, and those are just going to be invaluable to you. The reason why is because, well, actually just take a look. I'm not going to click on these because you don't have access to that. That wouldn't be my place to do that, but take a look at the titles. Interview questions for PPC to study for. Bravo's Guide to Success. Interview mindset. Words of advice to anyone starting their first DM job or first job period. So once you're done with taking Seth's main course, I do advise you to go to the forum and take a look at these questions. There's a lot of good questions that have been asked, and you can also ask your own questions here at the bottom, and then Seth will reply. Some students may even reply as well. I've had that experience in the past when I asked my own questions. Alright guys, so we've made it to the end of this video. We're going to finish off here with talking about the pricing and the pros and cons to Seth's course. Let's talk about the pricing. The pricing of Seth's course is $97 per month. Now, is this fair? Is it a good price? Do I recommend paying that much each month? I actually do, because from what you've seen, you're getting a lot of valuable skills that you're going to be learning, and you're also getting the resources that are provided, like the spreadsheet strategy, the template strategy, the not just the skills, but learning how to actually apply and interview, the interview questions, the forum. If it takes you, let's say, 3 payments to learn these skills and land you your first job, and it gave you a career that's going to eventually pay more than 6 figures in less than 2 years. I mean, $300 is nothing when it compares to a lifetime of what a career in digital marketing can return. So that's my point here. Don't see this as like another course expense or training. See it as an investment. So that's my opinion on the pricing anyway. I think it's more than fair, provided all the things that you're going to be getting. And by the way, this article here is on my website. I'm going to leave a link to this review article below this YouTube video in the description section. As you can see, there's a lot of more details than the video that I can fit in the video. And before we conclude this and go to the pros and cons, I do want to give you a bonus here. Now, it's not going to be the biggest bonus in the world, but I thought it would help. So if you do decide to get Seth's course through any link on this page and send me a copy of your receipt, I'm going to be sending you a copy of the cover letter that I used to land my first digital marketing career job as a PPC analyst. So that's just another bonus cover letter template that you can use and have in your arsenal when it comes time for you to start applying for jobs. Okay, let's go to the pros and cons section here. Pros. There's a ton of student testimonials, so you shouldn't have any doubt in your mind that this course does not work. Next up, there's an active forum where you can connect with others in the course and with Seth. Seth actually does communicate pretty well on there pretty quickly. Next, Seth is a good teacher when it comes to explaining digital marketing. And the last pro is that he does have great strategies when it comes to landing your first digital marketing entry-level job. For example, like the spreadsheet strategy that I told you about earlier on. And like in everything, there's pros and cons. So the cons to this course is that it's a monthly recurring price, but like I said earlier, it's a very small con. Next up is some of the content is using Google Ads' old user interface. That's okay though, because Google Ads changes their platform all the time. If Seth happened to re-record all these videos again, chances are Google Ads is going to change their interface again within 6 to 12 months. So it's not that big of a deal. You'll know exactly what Seth is talking about, even with the old interface. All right, guys, that's it for my digital marketing career blueprint review. Now, I highly encourage you to check out this review article. It's linked in the description below, like I said, and check out this video here towards the end of the article. This is a video of Seth filming himself going to LA in Orange County, I believe, just meeting up with his students, as you can see here, and all of these students who went through his course and got jobs. 1, 2, 3, 4, you count them. And they're just talking about their experience with Seth's course and whatnot. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you have any questions about Seth's course or about my bonus cover letter template. And that does it. I'll see you in the comments. Bye.